Shri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. Sri Shukadev Goswami says, O King Parikshit, a human being should not independently act as per his or her will. Should follow some humane rules stated in the scriptures. If we call ourselves as civilized as per measurement of our system, as per our estimation, whatever we think a civilized person is, that is not called civilized. The scriptures, they say what is civilized. If one qualifies as per scriptural rules to be civilized, that person is civilized. Without consideration of rules of the scriptures, if one wants to do what they feel good to do, that makes one become implicated with sin. One should not become controlled by mind or controlled by the craves of material desires or the itch for sense gratification. If one acts as per their wish, then they come under the control of Yamaraj, the in charge of hell. One should control, suppress their desire for enjoying. Control their mind. Because mind is the greatest friend of a person if he is controlled. And the greatest enemy if he is controlled by mind. Mind acts very inimical. If somebody desires to copulate, must get married. But best is to suppress the desire to copulate and remain single, because spiritual life is performed better when you are single. If you have desire to copulate, get married and produce Krishna conscious children. That is equal to remaining single. If someone copulates unrestrictedly with everyone, that person belongs to hell. No one can stop such a person except the spiritual master. If that person follows what the spiritual master says, then only. Anyone who is born in a Brahmin tradition, and anyone who has taken spiritual initiation from a scripturally authentic spiritual master, they are called twice borns in Sanskrit. It does not matter what class, what caste, what background one has taken birth. If one is properly initiated by scripturally authentic spiritual master, they become twice born persons. First birth is by copulation of mother and father. Second birth is by uniting scripturally authentic spiritual master and the scriptural injunctions. That comes second birth. Those who have taken second birth and those who are born in a traditional Brahmin family, by chance they involved in drinking liquor, they cannot become purified again. Both of them are compared by scriptures to be a clay pot which is not baked yet. If wine liquor is put in a clay pot, unbaked clay pot, it cannot be washed. So similar is the position of a traditionally born Brahmana in tradition and those who have taken second birth. Second birth is from Guru. So after initiation, a twice born devotee and Brahmana cannot become purified if by chance they drink liquor knowingly. Because sometimes enemies may put a drop of liquor in some kind of drink and give it to you. That do not break your purity. Those who make relationship unrestrictedly with anyone whom they meet, they are called chandalas, dog eaters. One should be very careful making such kind of relationship whom you meet and then you become immediately involved in relationship. One should not do agamya gaman, meaning one should not copulate with his own mother from whom he is born. One should not make relationship with his own sister, born from same mother. One should not make relationship with his own daughter, born from him. One should not make relationship with a granddaughter, born from his daughter or his son. One should not make connection with brother's wife or mother-in-law or Brahmin's wife or Guru's woman, Guru's wife, called Guru Patni. These are called agamya. Gamya means copulating with unfit to copulate people. They are unfit for copulation. These lists. One should not copulate with his own birth-giving father. One should not copulate with father-in-law. One should not copulate with his own brother, born from her own mother. One should not copulate with her son, born from own womb. One should not copulate with his grandson. One should not copulate with king, the politician. These are restrictions meant not uncopulatable males like that. Their purification comes only after rectifying in hell. They go to hell if they do so, like that. Result, consequences of sinning should be done while alive. Otherwise, the consequences are experienced in the hell. If somebody is intensely craving for sense gratification, as more he or she enjoys them, as more craving it increases. Just like a heap of fire, blazing fire. As more fuel you supply, or pour ghee, purified butter into it, instead of extinguishing, it increases more. That's why to extinguish the fire of sense gratification, desire of copulation, one should use the water-like austerity, prevention, preventative measures. Then fire for craving, for sense gratification subsides. One should not become controlled by the desires or demands of mind. One should control or subside the desires and keep control over mind. A Brahmin should be very careful. He should not live like an ordinary person. Brahmin should be different in behavior than others, normal people, because Brahmin is seen by others for some expectation of learning. They want to learn from Brahmin something. That's why the scriptures have defined 4 categories of Brahmins. Uttama, Bhikkhuka, Vipra, Madhyama, Krushikarika, Vanijya, Patita, Vipra, Sudranam, Parasevaka. Highest quality of Brahmin is those who live on donations, alms. If the Brahman possesses agricultural land or tills land, he is already middle class, is not the highest. Vanijya, one Brahmin who does business, trade, that is already called fallen third class Brahmin. And Brahmin who has a job, works for others for pay, that is equal to Sudra. Janmana jayate Sudra sanskarat bhavid dujaha. Veda pathi bhavid vipra brahmajanati brahmana. If a Brahmin boy who is born, he is equal to Sudra. Because birth giving process is same in Sudra house and also in Brahmin's house. They both take birth through urinal tract. So they are equal. When the Brahmin boy goes through thread ceremony, samskara means washing, purificatory ceremony, then he is become twice born. When he studies Vedas and becomes learned in the Vedas, that is called Vipra or learned Brahmin. And if that Brahmin who is learned in the scriptures becomes a devotee, he is perfect. Like that. So, scriptures give position to Brahmin as very high. It should be traditional, pure living Brahmin. It does not matter what kind of Brahmin one is. Either he is twice born or is learned in the scriptures or he become devotee. If he does not take any intoxication, that Brahmin should not be killed. If he did not break any state laws, he should not be punished severely. No severe punishment is meant for a Brahmin in the scriptures. Because Brahmins do not usually break state laws, so government not necessary to be involved. Like that. No way Brahmin is to be killed by an individual. As more pure Brahmana is, more perfect Brahmana is, that much purity he carries, that much severity of consequences carries by killing such a Brahmin. Like that. If Brahmana is mistreated, if Brahmana is criticized, then the person who receives consequences is equal to killing a Brahmin. One should be very careful with a Brahmin. One Brahmin is never to be punished by an individual. One should eat only pure vegetarian food. Food that does not include meat, fish, onion, garlic, mushrooms, turnip, carrots, legumes, which is red inside, cannot be eaten by Brahmins. There are 4 pillars of sinful life. That is meat eating, meat, fish, eggs, onion, garlic, mushrooms, like that. And then intoxication, illicit sex, and gambling. These are 4 sinful pillars. One should avoid them in all circumstances. Mother Earth is a female. We call it Prithvi Mata. Mata means mother. So as she is a female, she goes through menstrual period every month. That is called cycle. So from her menstrual period, mushrooms, carrots, turnips, beetroot, onions, garlic, these things were born. Even though they are vegetarians, but because they grew from a dirty item, contaminated place, that's why these things are not offered to God. So as things are not offered to God, a person who wants liberation should not eat those items. Moreover, even if one is a pure vegetarian, he or she should not eat food which is not offered to God. Food should be offered first to God and then consumed. Lord Kṛṣṇa says in the Bhāgavat Gita, Yajya sishasana santo muchyante sarva kilvishai bhunjante te tvagam papa ye pachantyatma karanat. Those who cook only for themselves, even though it is pure vegetarian, and they do not offer that cooked food to God first before they consume, they not eat food, they are eating sin. That food looks like food, but is sin, looks like food. So one should not cook just for himself or herself. One should not cheat a Brahmin. One should not fool a Brahmin. One should not play with a Brahmin. Means frivolous play. One should not taunt a Brahmin. One should not keep the words with a Brahmin. If word is given, some promise, some word given to Brahmin, should not change. One should not criticize a Brahmin. One should not fault find a Brahmin. One should not falsely criticize a Brahmin. One should not truthfully criticize a Brahmin. These are some rules mentioned in the scriptures. Because if you do, then you get equal sin of killing a Brahmin. Because humiliating a Brahmin is almost killing a Brahmin. Those who they're habitual liars. Those who know what is real path and they do not follow, they get sin as much as Duryodhana. Duryodhana says, Janami satyam nasame pravritti. I know what is real path, what is true path, what is religious path, what is spiritual path. I don't want to follow. So such people who know what is real truth and they don't want to follow, they get the equal sin of Duryodhana. Those who criticize others always fault find. They're habitual. Those who glorify themselves, I am the best of all, but have no background. Such people should be not made close friendship with. If you do, you get equal sin of killing a Brahmin. But killing a Brahmin and becoming equal sinner like that of killing a Brahmin, two different things. One should be understood carefully. Gold and looks like gold, golden, two different things. Because killer of a Brahmin, one who severely punished a Brahmin, for them, no solution, no purification, no atonement. But those who are become sinful as much as killing a Brahmin, they have their prayaschitta. There is a purificatory ceremony for them. Those who are sinners are engaged in sinful deeds. Those who are thieves, those who are gamblers, those who are liquor drinkers or intoxicants, the substance they take, consume, those who are violent, those who are killers, those who are involved in killing living entities for living, one should not develop real friendship with them. One should not eat in the house of a prostitute. One should not eat in the house of a duplicate man, one who speaks something and does something else. One should not eat in the house of a woman who drinks, takes intoxication. One should not eat in the house or cooked food by the person who was a devotee and became non-devotee again. Once he began worship, took initiation and went back to his normal way. One should not eat from their hands. One should not keep company or involved with a person who is a goldsmith. Goldsmith is considered to be a Sudra in the scriptures. Goldsmith and cow or serpent is considered to be a Sudra. Because they involve in stealing. Knowingly or unknowingly, in front of eyes or without seeing, from behind they steal. Goldsmith. There is a history that there was a very pious king. He wanted a murti, a statue to be made, a deity of a demigod to be made in gold. So he invited so many goldsmiths to take their, to give contract. So many came to applied, and he talked with them and took estimation what would be cost and how much gold is required for this size of a statue made of a demigod. then king was aware that these goldsmiths, they always steal. They cannot live without stealing. They have to steal. Steal from their work. So the king asked firmly, one by one, to everyone, how much you steal from your work if I give you. So somebody said 1%, somebody said 2%, somebody said 2.5%, somebody says 5%, somebody said 10%. I steal, sir, but I will not steal from you. So king understood that he may steal 25% from others, but he will steal 10% from me. That's what he figured out, because they cannot live. That is their habit. Like a habitual liar, he cannot live without lying. Similarly, they cannot live without stealing. So the last one said, sir, I steal 75%. So the king asked, you steal 75%? You give only 25%? Sir, yes, I do that. Otherwise, I cannot maintain my family. So if I watch you, would you steal? Sir, I will steal in any manner. I'll steal. You watch me 24 hours, no problem. I will do my work. So the king was curious how he will steal. So he told all his constables to watch him from all directions, and supplied him gold and told him to make the deity. So when he started the work, he also started in his house. When he goes back home, he works 8 hours here. And all the time they watch him. They search him when he goes. They search him when he comes in. The thorough search. And they watch him. Almost non-blinking eyes. Those days there were no cameras. So he is making gold deity in the king's palace, and he's making brass deity in his house. Same deity, no difference. Same mold here, same mold there, but only metal is different. So when the deity is made, the same time that deity was also made. So he cleaned here and he polished there with gold. The brass deity was polished with gold. Outside is gold, inside is the brass. So he told his daughter. Daughter was not known to constables and the palace, and nobody knew his daughter because she's living distance away. So he told his daughter, make yogurt, a barrel of yogurt. So she boiled the milk, cools it down, put some culture inside, made into yogurt. And sour yogurt, because it was kept in heat, so it became very sour, unedibly sour yogurt. And he dropped the brass deity inside the sour barrel, yogurt barrel. The barrel was enough wide to have maybe 100 kilos of yogurt. He did that. And daughter did not know about it. She only knew there is a yogurt inside. Unseen to daughter, he put the deity inside the barrel after washing it. And told the daughter, okay, I'm going to my job. You go and sell yogurt to everyone. Go nearby the palace and sell yogurt. Sound to every house, yogurt, yogurt, yogurt. Like here in America, they sell watermelons, cantaloupes, like that. So she had a horse cart, had a barrel of yogurt, and she's shouting to all the streets, yogurt, yogurt. And the goldsmith came to palace and told the constables he needs yogurt because the statue, murti, the deity he made, it needs to be cleaned. So it has to be dipped in the yogurt. It has to be sufficient yogurt and should be dipped inside. So they brought yogurt. So he tasted the yogurt. No, this is not sour enough. So message went to the king. He needs sour yogurt, but has to be 50 kilos. So deity has to be dipped inside to clean it properly, so it can shine. So the king had heard yogurt on the street, some sound. So he sent the constable, say there is somebody selling yogurt, bring that. But so the daughter did not know her father is inside the palace. She did not know. Because usually daughters, ladies, they can reveal their secrets to others. Ladies cannot be trusted while their tongue. They can tell even their secrets to others. So she did not know her father is working here in the palace. So the girl came there. She cannot enter inside the house, inside the palace. So stayed outside. So the little yogurt was brought to the goldsmith, and he tasted, oh yes, this yogurt is perfect, but I need 50 kilos. So the constable told the king, yes, got a barrel of yogurt. So bring the whole barrel inside. 4 or 5 constables went and lifted the barrel and brought it inside. See? And he knew this barrel is his. And he took the deity in front of everybody. He dropped inside. After a few hours, he took out the brass, shining, and put it outside, poured some water, and washed it. It was shining. And the real one is inside. Nobody could suspect. They thought the barrel has no date on yogurt. So he told her, you can send this barrel back. Give it to her. So they took the barrel, put on her cart. She took it away. So the king asked now, first his constables, did you watch him carefully? Sir, we watched him perfectly. And we took searches when he came in and when he went out from this place. Āchārya, okay. So he asked, how much did you steal? Sir, I did my duty. What kind of duty you do? He said, I took my 75%. How it is possible? All these constables, no, sir, not possible. He said, sir, I did my duty. You can take the deity and test it somewhere else. So the deity was sent by king to test somewhere else. So they said it's brass deity and gold on top. So how many percent gold is there? Said 20 to 25%. So he asked the goldsmith. He said, sir, I cannot tell you because I will be hung here. How I stole. No, we give you fearlessness. We will not punish you. Said, sir, that yogurt barrel came here and that's where was my deity here. And I brought my deity and I put back your deity inside. So your deity went to my house. So then they realized the daughter was his. That female selling yogurt was his daughter. The secret is, such kind of people cannot take to Kṛṣṇa consciousness so seriously if they are habitual liars, habitual drunkards, habitual drug addicts, habitual cheaters, bluffers, rogues. Habitual, they cannot be changed. Fangs could be broken of a snake, but you cannot make him walk straight. So like that, those who are dharmahin, not interested in spiritual life, Those who are Āchārya don't want to learn spiritual etiquettes. Those who are habitual sinners, one should be careful with them, because some of their bad effects can affect you. That's why you should keep little distance from them. Because easily one becomes affected by sinful qualities than meritorious qualities. Those who are sinners, they suffer in hell. Those who are pious, they enjoy in heaven. So sinners and pious, they had been living on this planet since millions and millions of births and will carry on living in future. But both, after enjoying or suffering in hell or heaven, they come back to this world. But those who come from heaven, they take direct birth as a human being. The scriptures say, Swarge Sitanam cha iha loke chatvari chinnhani vasandidehe dana prashango madhura javani deva chanam brahmana tarpanam cha. By nature they will be pious because they have come from heaven. They will be theistic, worshipping God. Brahmana, they will love Brahmins, real traditional Brahmins. They want to associate with such people. They seek where you can get real Brahmins they can associate with. They will adopt, follow spiritual master wholeheartedly because they have come from heaven. They will like to give charity to an authentic Brahmin devotee. They will search if he is able to take my charity. And they will speak scriptures and learn scriptures. These are the qualities of those who have come from heaven. That's how we can recognize this guy has come from heaven. And those who are sinners, they go to hell. They suffer there greatly. And they, thrown down from hell, they glide down to many lower species of life. But sometimes their consequences are such, they're given human birth. So the scriptures say, Atyanta kopa katuta chavani, daridrata cha swajane suvairam, necha prasango kulahina seva, chinnani dehe narake sthitanam. They will be very quickly irritated, unnecessarily becoming angry, keeping grudges against somebody, falsely allegating others, becoming envious of others. Always remain artificial in dealing. Very bad people. Because they suffered a lot in hell. That's why they have this kind of quality. And daridrata, they not advance in spiritual paths. They take it superfluously. They are not serious, not sincere. They say something and they do something else. They do not like to associate with pure devotee. They think pure is fake and fake is real. Like that. Necha prasango, they develop friendship with those who are not serious in spiritual path. Necha prasango. They are unlucky. They cannot, even if they want to follow right, they are guided to a spiritual master who is not authentic, not spiritually advanced. If guru is frivolous on spiritual path, how can disciple be serious? Like that. Kulahina seva. Their kulahina seva is not literal translation. Kulahina seva is that making friendship with those and keeping connection with those who are frivolous themselves. They only like them. I remember this. It happened in 1985, 84, I think. It was in Miami. We were up there in the Hridayananda's room, Tamal, Kṛṣṇa, Hridayananda and me and maybe Dravida and one guy, I don't remember, regional secretary, Grahastha. I don't remember his name. So it became 9 o'clock at night. We are discussing some points, I forget what. They sent secretly some guy down to bring 4 or 5 plates of cheesecake. So they brought big pieces of cheesecake in each plate in a big tray. Cheesecake. So they took their cheesecake. When they came to me, I said, no, thank you. It's too late now. They got so upset. Nandkumar told me. They became so upset because they could not eat their cheesecake because of me. They wanted to enjoy cheesecake. So spiritual life is not frivolous life. You cannot play with it. By seeing what kind of habits person has, what kind of behavior this person has, what kind of etiquette that guy has. By seeing that, we can understand if that person came from hell or from heaven. Scriptures leave no spot to make research. It's already researched, everything is there. Thank you very much.